Okay, guys, I need you two up on the middle of the bed with Nicole on the bottom and Jase on top," Kendall said as she focused on setting up the lighting in the room, which gave them plenty of time to get situated on the mattress. When she turned back around, Jase and Nicole were in a classic horizontal position, with him positioned between the girl's thighs, and were ready to get started. Kendall heard Jase murmur something to Nicole that made the young girl laugh, and her stomach gave a little twist that felt too much like a pang of jealousy. What the hell? Mortified by the unexpected feeling, she shook it off and reminded herself that she did this all the time with couples and always remained professional. This session was no different, or so she tried to convince herself. "For this photo shoot, I need a lot of passion and lust," Kendall said, repeating what the client had asked for. "Jase, I need you to be more assertive with Nicole in these photos." He turned his head and flashed her a seductive bad boy grin. "So you want it more aggressive?" His comment, asked oh so innocently, was anything but. The heat in his eyes was aimed right at her. His tempting words meant for her and her alone, despite the other woman pinned beneath him. She swallowed to ease the sudden dryness in her mouth. "Yes, that would be great." Kendall lifted her camera and got to work, and so did Jase and Nicole. She had to admit the two of them had great chemistry together and followed her direction for hand placement, emotion, and suggestive positions with ease. Then again, Nicole had already made it clear in previous sessions that she was interested in Jase, so Kendall supposed the writhing beneath his strong, hard body and arching her neck so he could skim his lips along her throat was no hardship for the other woman. Jase didn't disappoint in the assertive department either, and slipped into that dominant role as if it came naturally to him. The expression on his face was pure alpha male as he wrapped Nicole's long hair around his fist, and when the girl's hands began drifting down over his ass, he grabbed her wrists and secured them over her head, which made for a provocative snapshot. Nicole's lips parted on a gasp, and this time Kendall couldn't deny the streak of envy that gripped her, or the pulse of heat that settled between her thighs. She had never felt like a voyeur during one of her sessions, but she did now. As she caught all that eroticism on film, along with watching Jase in such a sexual situation, even if it was all acting, arousal seeped through her veins. A restless ache swirled in her belly. Her nipples tightened into hard points, and her skin felt warm, everywhere.